What is going on, y'all? It is your girl, Biola Akani, here with a new YouTube video. Welcome back, family. I hope that y'all are feeling good in your bodies and that you are taking up the practices that are supporting you in sustaining that good feeling. Today is our last video within our 8 limbs of yoga series. If you are watching this video out of the series as your first introduction into what we've been doing here, make sure to click the playlist up here or somewhere down below so that you watch each of the videos and learn about each of these limbs in the order they were meant to be embodied. Lastly, if you are new here and you are a yoga instructor looking to expand your teaching, or you are a yoga student looking to deepen your personal practice, you are definitely in the right place. So go ahead and click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the good that is coming. So our last limb is one that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. It is called Samadhi. There's a lot of different translations for Samadhi. Bliss, union, complete and absolute harmony with creation, or complete and absolute harmony with the divine, union with the divine. All of those ultimately do have the same foundational meaning. A few things are transpiring when we do the other practices, though, to get here. One of the things that's transpiring when we practice the other limbs, whether that be the yamas and the niyamas, or pratyahara, dharana, or dhyana, what we are doing are cultivating mindfulness practices to embody non-harm towards ourselves, and as a result, embody non-harm towards other individuals. We've also gotten to this point where we've identified the changing external factors outside of us and are no longer automatically responding to those external factors because we have a deeper understanding that they are not us. And as a result, we're able to identify with a greater part of ourselves, our soul or our breath body, so to speak, but ultimately identifying with our internal body as opposed to seeing ourselves as our external surroundings. Now, because we are embodying these mindfulness practices and garner greater self-love and understanding and wisdom of ourselves, our true selves, our capital S self, we are shifting our mind in terms of how we view and think of ourselves, how we personally identify, and creating new neurological patterns that create new neurological responses in terms of how we're interacting with our external world, which is ultimately creating new karma. So by the time we get to Samadhi, we've not only embodied these practices of non-harm towards ourselves and others, we've created new patternings of the mind that are causing our karma to shift and change. You see how it almost becomes a practice that then becomes automatic and moves on its own from there? That is why by the time you get here, it's quite easy to sustain this bliss, because you've practiced everything so much before that this new way of being, this new way of thinking is now your automatic response. And those patternings of mind are creating a new external reality for you that supports you being in constant harmony and bliss with the divine spirit or with divine source. Because you're understanding that you're a part of something greater. You're part of that divine source. You're part of that divine spirit. And you start moving in wisdom and understanding of how to co-create with the divine source that now supports you feeling constantly blissful. Once we start to practice these other limbs and we've mastered the first few and we start to get towards these last few, it seems like, oh, it's just going to take a lot of hard work to continue to sustain that. However, when the patterning of your mind shifts to the point where you're no longer responsive or reactive, but you're reflective, it starts to get a lot easier to sustain these higher states of being, because they're now your new habit. They're now your new way of being. What we want to do is be disciplined, have that tapas to sustain the practice and keep coming back to it, so that these things start to shift our thinking and our understanding of how we view ourselves and how we view the external world. And eventually, that bliss will come from the commitment that we exhibit to our practice. Just know that you can take it one day at a time, and that is just fine. Oh. Y'all are catching me on a sleepy day because your girl is on her cycle, and it is taking me out right now. It's definitely making your girl real tired. So we're gonna close out here. I hope y'all enjoyed the perspective that I brought to these 8 limbs of yoga. I hope y'all continue to be empowered by these limbs. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more about the philosophies of yoga, join me for my Chakra Masterclass on May 9th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I look forward to guiding you through these 7 chakras and helping you to explore the subtle or the energy body for the benefit of you and or your students if you're a yoga teacher. Don't forget to follow your girl on the gram at Yoga by Biola and at ya.well. Continue to be well, y'all, and I'll see you soon with a new video.